book of Proverbs, and we are going to do Proverbs chapter 5. So we'll read through as we usually do, and then I'll be making comments and key takeaways from the verses that we are reading. I welcome you to this Bible study. Kindly subscribe, hit the notification button, and also share with others. So Proverbs chapter 5, verse 1 says, "My son, pay attention to my wisdom, lend your ear to my understanding, that you may preserve discretion and that your lips may keep knowledge." So the father is telling the son to pay attention to wisdom, to pay attention to the lessons, the instructions that he is teaching him, so that he may preserve discretion and also he may become wise. In other words, so he wants him to become wise. He's saying pay attention to this. And now look at the lesson that in Proverbs in this chapter. Verse, verse 3 says, "For the lips of an immoral woman drips honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but in the end she is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps lay hold of hell." Look at that. So he said, when you encounter an immoral woman, one of the things that that draws people is that our lips, for the lips of an immoral woman drips honey. In other words, pursuing an immoral woman, it's something that is sweet in the beginning, that is exciting, that is attractive, that is enticing, but in the end of are the ways of death. So he's saying our lips are like this. And then he says, but in the end she's bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. So in the beginning, it's sweet, it's attractive, and it's enticing, but where that is taking you, it's just the ways of death. It's more like a two-edged sword. So what is the lesson from this? The lesson from this is that avoid an immoral woman, avoid involving yourself in immorality, avoid adultery, avoid all these things, because that is not wise, that is not wisdom. So it may sound exciting, it may sound cool, maybe because everyone around you is doing it, and it may sound interesting and sound cool, but the end of it is the way of death. So you have to make sure that you avoid it. That's being wise. Just avoid it. And then he continues to say, verse 6 says, "Lest you ponder our path of life, our ways are unstable. You do not know them." Then verse 7 says, "Therefore hear me now, my children, and do not depart from from the words of my mouth. Remove your way from her, and do not go near the door of her house." So whatever it is that you do, avoid an immoral woman, avoid immorality, avoid adultery at all costs. Don't even go there. Don't even go to her door. Don't even go where this is happening. We are living in in a day and age where these things are common now. Everyone is doing it, and it's happening all over. But here the words of instruction, the words of wisdom is that avoid such. Don't get yourself involved in this, because it's just the way of death, and you just end up destroying your life. You just end up destroying your life. And then he says, "Lest you give honor to others and your years to the cruel one, lest Aryans be filled with your wealth and your laborers go to the house of a foreigner, and you mourn at last when your flesh and your body are consumed, and say, how I have hated instructions, and my heart despised reproof." And then he continues to say, I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to those who instructed me. I was on the verge of total ruin in the midst of the congregation and assembly. So, when you look at the all of this chapter, what is happening here is that this is an instruction to warn against adultery, against immorality. You need to avoid it at all costs. And as you do that, you find you are just preserving your life. That's being wise. You're preserving your life. You're preserving. You are protecting yourself from finding yourself into distraction, into ruins. And he said, drink water from your own cistern, and running water from your own well should your fountain be dispersed abroad, streams of water in the streets. Look at this. Drink water from your own cistern and running water from your own well. Should your fountain be dispersed around, streams of water in the streets, let them be only your own and not for strangers with you. This is interesting. Drink water from your own cistern, which means whatever when it comes to these relationship, when it comes to these when it comes to sex, make sure you are doing that with your own sister, which means your own wife. Your own wife. Do that with your own wife. And it says, not if your water spreads abroad or water from the streets, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen to these instructions. Make sure you just drink water from your own system, not what is out there, not what is strange. I've seen a situation where married people have their own wives and they start drinking water outside. They start drinking water from the streets and they bring in problems in their lives and in their marriage. You find that maybe they get a disease out there and they bring it into their marriage, into their home, and infect their wives, or a wife does the same. So the point is to preserve your life, to protect your life. Drink water from your own system, not water from the streets. I hope that is helpful and that helps you in one way. Verse 17 says, let them be only your own and do not for strangers. So if it is your wife, let that be only for you, not for strangers. Not for strangers. Wow, this is amazing. Not for strangers. Let your fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of your youth, as with the wife of your youth, and rejoice with the wife of your youth. So the wife that you have married, rejoice with the wife of your youth. Drink water from that cistern. Enjoy your wife. Never go outside. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. It's not wise. You're just destroying your life. You're just destroying your life. It's not wise. So just enjoy the wife of your youth. As a loving deer and a graceful dove, let our breast satisfy you at all times, and always be enraptured with her. Just focus on your wife. Focus on your wife. That's to just simplify this. Focus on your wife. Let your wife satisfy you. Let your wife fulfill you. Let your wife just enjoy the wife of your youth. Don't go out there. Forget about an immoral woman. Forget about what people are saying out there. Focus on your wife and just enjoy your wife. For why should you, my son, be enraptured by an immoral woman and be embraced in the arms of the seductress? For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he ponders all his path. His own iniquities entrapped the wicked man, and he is caught in the cords of his sin. He shall die from lack of instructions. In the greatness of his folly, he shall go astray. Wow. So if you don't hear the instructions from this book, it's talking about you focusing, enjoying the wife of the youth. Like today's lesson is more about just drinking water from your own cistern, not going out there. Just drink water from your own cistern and enjoy the wife of your youth. Forget about an immoral woman. Forget about what seems enticing out there. It just leads to distraction. It just leads to distraction. So focus on your wife. Enjoy your wife. If you have not married, those stop playing around. Just find someone and settle with that person and enjoy life with that person. That's wise, and that will be more fulfilling than just playing around and sleeping around, moving from one person to another. It will just bring death and destruction to your life. So today is more about just drink water from your own cistern, enjoy the wife of your youth. Hopefully you have gotten value from this. If you like this, kindly subscribe and see you in the next one. God bless you. God is good.